Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Tholian Web series that I'm doing. If you recall, I am going to light this kit up. So, what you see here in front of you is the saucer section I've been working on. I did add a few more lights to it, actually some UV LEDs. And in addition to the double density tape that I have wrapped around in the outer circumference of the saucer. So, and if you recall right now, I kind of want to give you a little look at the clear dome part. This isn't the clear dome part that came with the kit. Actually, it came from my older kits from days gone by. And if you recall, when they molded the clear plastic on some of the kits back then in the 70s, it was actually a green color coating on it. So I thought that was a pretty neat little effect, since I am putting some green LED lights in there to just kind of enhance it a little bit. So I just kind of want to show it to you, real quick here. That's hopefully the camera can pick up the green tint to it, but I figure it's got the clear dome on top and as well as the one for underneath. So I saved those from, like I said, back in the day. So with that being said, let's go ahead and open up the top part of the saucer here, and I'll show you what I did. As you can see, hopefully we can see this. I'm going to bring the light down a little bit so we get a better angle of it. I went ahead and took two UV LEDs, and because I wanted to have light showing up from the top and the bottom of the dome pieces. So what I initially did was to cut out a piece of the glow-in-the-dark sprue and glued it to the side part where the dorsal neck is going to come up to and attach. That way it kind of hangs out like a gangplank over the dome area itself. I went ahead and installed, 470 ohm resistors to each of the UV LEDs, and then of course I attached some hookup wire, which is red and black for the positive negative side, and fed them through the opening here. Right now it's just temporarily attached to the positive and negative leads of the LED tape. So, but that's my version of adding some more light, to enhance the dome area. So, let me go ahead and put this back together, and we'll go on to the next part of it. On the upper half of the secondary hull, I went ahead and drilled out an small opening for the wires to feed through from the saucer section, and leaving the little ledge here alone so that we have something to glue on to the saucer to make it permanent. So I went ahead and did that part there, and then if you turn it over here, there's actually two plastic imprints on the underside where the pylons go. So I used that to go ahead and start off with a small drill bit and work my way up to maybe 1/8 of an inch drill bit, and that's perfectly centered inside the where the pylons go. So I went ahead and did that for my prep work there. Next up is the lower half of the secondary hull, where I actually went ahead and CA glued a piece of brass rod. I actually went down to the my Hammerhead Ace hardware store to pick this some brass rods of different sizes up. It's actually through the let's see if I can bring it up here. It's actually through the K and S precision metals, and like I said, it's made for crafts and hobbies and stuff like that nature. So what my intention was going to be was to take two pieces of the two different sizes of the brass rod and make it like a telescoping effect. So we can pull this out so that when we go ahead and stick one with the other, it fits real nice and snug. It's nice and tight, and that's my intention, so that when I come over here and actually put the rod in there, it'll slide inside, and it's a very nice tight fit. I used the exact type of drill bit to make it tight and slide right up into the other brass rod. So that's my intention for the brass rods, to for display purposes, because I'm going to kind of mount this on a base. So that was my next step there to get that one done. I went ahead and attached the deflector dish to the front hub of the secondary hull. So that is now done, and I will be putting some LED tape inside the inner perimeter here and run the wires out and attach them to the rest of the assembly. So that's my intention for lighting the deflector array up. I'm working on the pylons here, or the nacelles with the pylons, as far as how I want to install the lighting inside the nacelles. I'm doing a little template thing here. This is actually foam board, because I want to, it's the first time kind of lighting a kit in quite a while, so I want to try and make it right. If you all recall, the actual nacelles are tapered. They're more wider down here on this end, and it tapers down to the opposite end. So I wanted to do a little template here to make sure I get a snug fit, and my intention is to run the LED tape on both sides of the extra styrene plastic that I'm going to be using once I figure this all out. And I may end up putting a couple of let me bring this up here again. I might end up bringing a couple of the UV LED lighting to go just behind the B-surds to light those up as well. So yeah, that's my intention for that one right there. And just to kind of give you a comparison between your standard UV tape, smooth tape, versus what I'm using for the lighting of this kit. Now this is your standard kind of LED smooth tape. So if you can see that, and if you can see here where the wires are attached, the contact points are actually on the surface, front surface of the tape itself. Okay, so, and they come in segments of 3 LEDs per segment. With this particular LED tape, it's a little bit smaller in width, and the actual contact points are on the back side, and this is not self-adhesive like the UV small smooth tape that I showed you earlier, where you can just peel it back. So that's something to consider when you're installing this this type of LED tape. Alright, so I just kind of want to show you the comparison between the two there real quickly of what I'm working with. Other than that, I pretty much got all the other parts kind of cleaned up and ready to go. Of course, here's the B-surds part there, and then we have the tail end here with the the ball from probably from the first episode. So that's all nice and clean and ready to go. So that's all done. Other than that, when I went down to my local hobby shop, so I was asking about the type of glues you use for glow-in-the-dark type. He suggested this particular product that he got a lot of positive feedback from other modelers in our profession. He said that this one here is probably a little bit better than the These two here, let me see right here. So this is our standard clear testers clear parts part there, and versus this Elmer's glue and glaze. He said he had a lot of positive feedback, and that's what they were using because it dries clear through the glow in the dark part better than some of your standard CA glue or other types of thin cement. It doesn't show up as much as the others do when you're lighting it up. So I don't know if anybody's actually used this particular product before. Let me know. But I was debating about using this to glue the Defiant together with. So let me know if anybody's ever actually used this type of product before. All right. So that, with that being said, I think that's it for right now. We're like I said, the holidays are right around the corner, so I've been doing a little Christmas shopping in between doing these updates. So bear with me on that, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you probably next week. So everybody have a good day, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye.